always talk about COVID-19. That's the big story behind stimulus. So, U.S. declined to buy more Pfizer COVID vaccine doses even after interim data, board member Gottlieb says. I saw another story come out. Let's go see. Is this my other story? Revealed Senate hearing. All right. I'm going to talk about that too. Some people in the UK got allergic reaction to the shot. I put out a survey or poll not too long ago about how many of you would take the vaccine compared to not. My poll results ended up about half. Half of you would, half of you would not. I am, and I've been saying this for all of the time when the vaccine was coming to the forefront, be careful about the data. The data was showing that there was a small number of people being tested, and they were talking about how much efficacy behind the drug. I know Operation Warp Speed was designed to bring these drugs to the forefront as quickly as possible. I totally understand that. But in that short amount of time period, how many people could they effectively test? And that's something that I've been talking about for the longest time. How many people could they effectively test? With that being said, personally, I'm a little leery about taking the COVID shot. But I may not be in a position where, like older people are, where it could prove to help them more than it would me. So I keep that in mind as well. Would they rather have something or nothing? Now, keep in mind some testing had been done. And if there's some test that could show some possibility of them being able to not get it because they've been inoculated against it, nobody's used that word, inoculation. It's all been just vaccine. Listen, we're getting inoculated. All right. So I want to put that out there. That's my word. And if I'm going to make it into a Glennism, it's going to be inoculatiosity. All right. So I'm just putting that out there. The Glennism is inoculatiosity. All right. So that's what's happening. And you know something, if it gives the seniors more of a process to be able to not get it, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. And the frontline workers, it's up to them to decide whether they're going to take it or not. So we'll see. But the U.S. declined to buy more Pfizer, which was kind of interesting. The Trump administration declined Pfizer's offer to provide the U.S. government with additional coronavirus vaccine doses in the second quarter of 2021. Pfizer made an offer multiple times to provide it, and we said no. All right, so whether good, bad, or indifferent, there's still 100 million doses coming out from Pfizer. That's a good thing. There's 100 million doses coming out. I got another issue in regards to that, is distribution. Can the distribution keep up with the doses that are going to be put out there? These are things to think about in effect that's going to affect these coronavirus stocks. Just want you to know that. All right, let's go to the next story. Coronavirus, Pfizer, BioNTech, and AstraZeneca data revealed. Senate hearing highlights medical uncertainties. These uncertainties are coming after the fact that these drugs are going out to people in the UK, already going out in Canada, and possibly getting ready to go out to us. And now the Senate comes in and goes, wait, hey, hold on. Man, I got a little bit of an issue with that too. So I'm keeping that in mind. This is news though. This is the news. And we're going to look at how this is going to affect these stocks. But all I'm doing is bringing out to what's in the news and trying to put this into some sort of formulative understanding of what you should be doing with these stocks. All right. Can you analyze Apple today? I got you. I already said I got you. I'm looking at some of the stocks that you're putting here. Just remember, every zombie apocalypse movie starts with a vaccine gone bad. Really, Jay? Really, Jay? Who's in the room that can put Jay in the timeout? Somebody put Jay. Joff, put Jay in the timeout. All right, put Jay in the timeout. Contact trace with location devices. Bill, that's right now, that's scuttlebutt that the inoculations are going to contain a chip. I don't know if I believe that or not. That's just stuff that's out there in the background. All right, Jake just put Jay in timeout. All right. I've seen that as well. And actually, Catherine just put Jay in timeout too. Jay, you're in timeout. All right, let's go take a look at our watch list of stocks. We're going to go out to, oh, did I do this the wrong way? I did. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to this first. There we go. I forgot I'm not on my machine. All right, let's go find the stocks. The stocks that I'm going to look at today are going to be Pfizer. All right, let's go look at Pfizer. And what was the other one I wanted to look at? AstraZeneca. Now, the first thing I want you to notice, where do these stocks sit in my list sorted by VST? That should give you a heads up. Now, we've been making money on these stocks, right? In our jockey club, our day trading room, we've been making money on these stocks. But let me ask you, let's analyze it. The stock Pfizer is trading at 35. Oops, where's the value? Who did this? Oh, no, the stock is trading at 41 with a value of 35, overvalued. AstraZeneca trading at 53, value of 47, overvalued. Just because the stock is overvalued doesn't make it a bad stock. It just means that people are willing to pay a premium to own the stock. All right, let's analyze it further. Relative value, the stock's long-term upside potential. Well, this is going to help me determine whether I want to hold this stock compared to an alternative investment in a AAA corporate bond. On that scaling between 0 and 2, Pfizer's below it. So a AAA corporate bond long-term should outperform Pfizer. Whereas in AstraZeneca, it's at 1.03. It's above 1. It should outperform that AAA corporate bond by about 3% over the next 1 to 3 years. So that's a stock over these two that I wouldn't mind holding long-term. Look at the next indicator, relative safety, RS. It's an indicator of risk. Above the value of 1, stock is less risky. Below the value of 1, the stock is more risky. Well, Pfizer's got a relative safety below 1, little risky. AstraZeneca's got a relative safety above 1, less risky. So right now, if I'm looking at these two stocks, AstraZeneca looks better from a fundamental standpoint with relative value and relative safety. Now let's look at our technical indicator, which is RT. This tells me if the stock is in an uptrend. The higher above 1 it is, the faster in an uptrend it is. The more below 1, the faster in a downtrend. Pfizer is moving up. Why? Because it's at the forefront of putting the vaccine out to people like now. The stock is moving. But fundamentally, it's not nearly as sound as AstraZeneca, who has an RT below 1, currently in a downtrend. So it all depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to make quick money on the stock, I'd go with Pfizer. It's in an uptrend. If I'm looking for a stock to hold for the longer term in this COVID space, I'm looking at AstraZeneca, fundamentally more sound. So hopefully this information that VectorVest is providing for you is putting your head in the right space to make the right decision in the coronavirus spot. All right. Anybody got any? Oh, let's go look at the graphs. Let's go look at the graphs. Right click, view the stock graph. Let's go see if my analysis lines up. Put this on a 3-month graph. So what did we say? Pfizer was more of the trade, right? Because RT was above 1, but the fundamentals weren't so good. Guess what? It lines right up with that analysis. Look at Pfizer running, opportunities to make money, opportunities to use stop to get out of, wow, Marie, to get out of that stock a little faster. Wow, Marie, you just made me blush, and that's hard for me to do. I just want to let you know that. Actually, if you want to see me blush, look at my hand. There we go. That's where the only red is going to show up. Just putting that out there. All right. So Pfizer is, look at that move. It is more of the trade. All right. Pfizer is more of the trade. RT is clearly above that value of 1. All right. And now let's go down to the next stock, which is AstraZeneca. All right. Did it move? No, now it didn't. Notice the graph. Now, the graph of this is a stock that I'm willing to hold a little bit longer term because the fundamentals are there. Is it moving up? Sure it is, but not nearly as fast as Pfizer. Our analysis can really peg what you want to do based on your goals on trading a stock. All right, so long term, I don't mind holding AstraZeneca. Not nearly as flamboyantly up. I don't know why flamboyant came up. Is up as Pfizer, but still overall fundamentally sound. All right, keeping that. Those are my stories on COVID. Any questions? All right. Any questions? Any questions? Before you leave, can you show the profit locker graph? Ooh, I'm not going to do that in here. I won't do that in here, Bill, for the purposes of I don't want to give away that stuff to people who are not subscribers yet. We do it in the Jockey Club, but I don't want to do it here. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. And I want to give the people who are not subscribers an opportunity to see the power of the software, but I don't want to give away the farm. I don't want to give away the farm, so I'm just putting that out there. All right. Can you explain how the stop price works? Yes. The stop price is a 13-week moving average, which is, where's my stop price? 13-week moving average adjusted for the fundamentals of the stock. If a stock is fundamentally sound, let's go here. Notice that if the stock is fundamentally sound, the stock's price will be further away from the stop. If the fundamentals are not there, like we have on LXRX, notice where the price is and notice where the stop price is. The stop price will be closer to the actual price to get you out of the stock faster. So it's a 13-week moving average adjusted for the fundamentals of the stop, and it moves throughout the day. Every stock has its own stop price. It's not a global stop price. Everyone has its own individual stock price. All right. Profit locker used with my trades, absolutely. But again, I'm going to save that indicator for our subscribers who are subscribers, nonetheless. So I'm not going to show that in here. All right. Paul says AZN and Pfizer both had ugly charts. Pfizer was the one that was moving up a little faster, Paul, and AstraZeneca is more of a little bit more fundamentally sound in that space. All right. Now, what would I do in order to get into them? I time the trades. I'd look at what's going on to get me in at the right time. Just having a brokerage account doesn't make you money, but you know what does? VectorVest. We're the #1 stock analysis and portfolio management system that gives you the tools to maximize profits. And right now, we're offering a 30-day risk-free trial for 99 cents. That's right, only 99 cents. It's time for you to take control, and VectorVest is here to help.